Hello and welcome to our Knowledge Nugget series. Today we are going to explore digital twins in the context of smart manufacturing companies. This nugget focuses on three questions, namely, what is a digital twin? How can digital twins be used in smart manufacturing? How to design a digital twin for smart manufacturing purposes. So let's start. First, we look more closely at a definition of smart manufacturing by the National Institute of Standards and Technology, which emphasizes the importance of a collaboration not just between production teams and divisions, but between customer and designer, supplier and producer, environment and business, equipment and workers, between everything and everyone. Naturally, data and information flows are central for such collaboration. Timely information and proper data pipeline are the key to success. Actually, the importance of data has become evident already during the Fourth Industrial Revolution, which led to the development of Industry 4.0. In the Industry 4.0 production environment, machines themselves collect and process data, following complex algorithms created sometimes by human operators, but often by computers. It looks logical if you consider the variety and complex nature of data produced by all these sensors embedded in the production equipment, infrastructure, transport, and the products themselves. How can people analyze all this information without computers? Effectively, humans were excluded from an equation whose solution was to make humankind happier. Sounds scary, doesn't it? In Industry 5.0, human creativity is what brings the added value and is the crucial factor for success. No doubt, the data still plays a central role, but this time decisions are made not by the algorithms and AI, but by the AI-powered human. Information is even more important than in Industry 4.0, so data is collected from every element of a factory line, every mobile device, and all connected sources. All this data is needed to optimize the manufacturing in the real time, improve the efficiency, save energy and resources, and finally, to exceed the consumer expectations. This requires unprecedented computing power and unmatched capabilities of artificial intelligence. But can it be done without human creativity? Of course not. It is human imagination, human experience, and human passion which makes Industry 5.0 unique and much anticipated as the solution to many problems of humanity. This is why Industry 5.0 is expected to be value-driven and human-centered. A digital twin, which by definition is a dynamic virtual representation of a physical object, part of a real system or a whole system, may be of different types. It can be small-scale, mirroring a single object, some particular critical part of equipment. This helps in real-time control and in predictive maintenance. It can also represent a process or pipeline, which allows to monitor manufacturing and track progress across multiple stages of the product lifecycle. It can also be a complete virtual copy of the system at large, encompassing the production line with all its elements, consumers' orders and attitudes, supply chain, all sorts of the external environment, etc. Obviously, the greater scale of the digital twin, the more complex and data-dependent software is needed to model, monitor, and control the digital twin, the more elaborated human-machine interfaces are to be developed and deployed. But ultimately, for any digital twin, there are core elements which allow it functioning and fulfilling goals of maintainers. These will be sensors, which are sources of the data from edge devices, software, which formalizes a virtual model and allows predictive analytics, and interfaces for information exchange with human operators or consumers. When all of this is in place and working towards the desired outcome. Congratulations, you have a digital twin built in accordance with Industry 5.0 principles. Sure thing, it is not a simple task to design such a digital twin. To do it properly, you need to understand the underlying processes and collect enough data for developing physics-based or data-based statistical models. Digital twin models and algorithms are the most effective when deployed across the whole industrial Internet of Things ecosystem and are continuously updated. Models tuned with new data and artificial intelligence, algorithms learning in real time. When each of the assets is represented by its digital twin, properly designed and functioning, scaling up the digital twin to the whole system is just the next natural step. To ensure that the digital twin is secured, properly integrated and managed, 7 layers of information management and manipulation shown in this diagram are to be implemented to ensure accuracy and quality of data and actions. The digital twin is not a standalone application. It adopts the process management and collects data from the existing system, however, enables enhanced analytics and artificial intelligence tools. Data collected from the physical EOT layer and produced by the simulation modeling may be used for visualizing and optimizing processes in real time. Properly designed and configured system of records will both resolve data security issues and ensure data governance to convert information into a valuable asset of an organization. Benefits of digital twins, underpinned by data, come at some cost. The model on which the digital twin for the smart manufacturing line is based must be fed by sufficient amount and variety of the real data. Otherwise, the model will be incomplete, and the simulations will be misleading. On the other hand, if there is a flow of incoming data, the model may be improved on the go and reveal multiple benefits of digitization. Managing data, coming both from EOT infrastructure, external sources, human operator, and simulations is a challenge but promises new quality of the process management with improved traceability when every change in system configuration or initial conditions can be analyzed both separately and in combination with other factors to optimize the manufacturing process as a whole and bring new value. Obviously, being equipped with such a powerful tool, you want to implement it across the whole ecosystem, to every asset you have in every process you use, and integrate it with other processes and systems. Properly designed digital twins may be used for various purposes. For example, developers can capture requirements and model the product lifecycle with virtual model, which is faster, safer, and cheaper. Ideation and design, enabled by a digital twin with 3D visualization, has already become a best practice in the automotive industry. Monitoring performance of the real product or equipment with embedded sensors is more visual and intuitive when it is done via the digital twin interface. It also helps in predictive maintenance and risk management. Last but not the least, training becomes easier but even more effective when a digital twin is used to mimic behavior of the equipment and model various patterns to follow and situations to avoid. Now, with digital twins, smart manufacturing processes can be optimized with respect to multiple parameters, including customer satisfaction, cost and energy efficiency, use of renewables, and waste reduction. Many production lines and supply chains may function in a coordinated way as a single system. Monitoring and control by people become intuitive and efficient, the harvested data being used for connecting distributed parts, promoting traceability, making the physical and economic processes more transparent, safe, and optimized. In a few words, making the future happen now.